So today we'll do one exercise from Workout Wednesday. This is called Mapbox Maps. So basically, Mapbox is a site or this Mapbox site where you can customize a different kind of map which they provide to use in your visualization in PowerBi. So it's a paid site, but if you just use the normal template, you don't have to pay. But they have different billing plans, like pay as you go. So if you use their any paid feature, you have to pay for it. We can analyze this website later, but right now we'll focus on the Mapbox map. So what we are doing today is this is a Mapbox. So this is the normal visualization. So here we have this color coded city by margins, profit margins, and this is by region. So let's say if I just wanted to see the region west, if I just click over west, it will give me all the regions in the west. But if I want to drill more down, so what I will do, I will click on this button and click on west again. Yeah, so it's giving my city, which city have what is the profit margin in each city. And let's say if I want to see about Washington, so it will give me about Washington and all the points. So like in Belgium, Washington, it's 16%. Here it would be more, 36% in Autumn. So it will give me by the city as well. Washington is a state and all these are cities. It will give me the city information, which city have how much profit. This is the visualization that we are going to create today. Any questions now, as of now? So let's start building it. Okay, so first thing what we'll do, we will get our data source. So the data which we are getting is from Dataworld. So here we have our sample superstore data, but we have 3 more files. Like if you see here, this is sample superstore. This is okay. So okay, yeah, sorry. This is the order file. This is the people file, return file. So we know about all these 3 files. Here we have one more additional file that is called lat-long. So what it file contains the latitude and longitude of each state and city that we are going to use. What I will do, I already have this connected here in this version. So we'll recreate this. So let me open a new file.
Swap, one quick question. So if you give the state names or city, won't the latitude and longitude get generated automatically?
Yeah, some of them get generated, but there could be issues with it.
Okay.
Like if I can show you that, like if I just pull the city state name in the map, it will start pointing them out. But to get the exact, we normally use latitude and longitude.
Okay.
And you connect to data source. So there are 2 ways of connecting to data source. First, you can just connect directly to the Dataworld data model. The only thing is you have to have a login ID and password for this. First, you have to create the account. Account is free. You just create your account, and then you can directly connect to it. Let me show you that as well. We'll go to get data more. So we have this service Dataworld.get data. So connect to it. Owner, what you'll do, we'll go here. Anything after Dataworld is the owner name. So the owner is person. And this is the data source. And click on OK. Here we got our file to this platform. Select 1 second. Do a function data. So I think there's some issue with the data source. So what we can do is here you have the option to download. So once you click on download, it will download this file as a Excel file. And then you can connect to the text. And go back to PowerBi and import data from Excel. Or I can use the previous version to download it. And for transform it is just to verify whether the data is from correctly or not. This one we just do. This is okay. This is okay. Because we have done just close and apply. So there are two questions, like if I just click on map and pull the city from here, location. It's loading and it will load all the cities that were in the data source. But to get the exact point, we use what we have, latitude and longitude. And it also gives us the option here to get it more accurate. Okay. So for today's, we are not going to use this normal map. We'll use the Mapbox map. So we'll go to here, get more visual. Box visual. So yeah, this map you can use for heat mapping, shapes and map circle, clusters, and big data locations. So this is free version, so you can just go get it now. Once you do it, you just click on this visual. So when the first time you do anything on this, okay, yeah, before we start further, we have to build a relation between all the 4 files. What I'm doing. The first thing, I need a relation between latitude, longitude file and the order file. The thing is, we can make it on based on city or the state, but we have multiple states. Many-to-many relation is not a good relation. So what we'll do, we'll create a calculate column. City. What we'll do is, Same thing we'll do in the order file. Okay, once we have this, now we can just build a relation. So let me write it here. This is the one-to-many relation. We don't need this relation, so we'll remove it. Okay, and last is this order ID. We are not going to use the other two files, but we'll still make a relation between them. Yeah. So we are done with all the relations. So let's just verify my relation. Make this active.
Swap?
Yeah.
Can you guys look at that? There's one arrow showing downward and both the sides, right?
Yeah.
What that really indicates?
So basically, see, here if you see it's one, it's many. Okay, and the direction of filtration is from this table to this table. So if I go to manage relation, edit it. So here you have two options. Cardinality is one to many, or a table is many and latitude longitude table is one, and the cross filter direction is only single. So basically what this is saying is, if you apply a filter on this file, it will filter data of the order file, but if you apply a filter on order file, it won't affect latitude longitude file.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so if you want a both way relation, you can just edit it. And make it both. So once you do it both, the arrow will show two sides.
Got it.
Okay, so there are three symbols. One is basically one, star means many, and the arrow will decide what is your direction for filtration. So if a relation is many to many and both way, people tend to avoid to use this relationship.
By the way, in many to many condition, can we have it like single way pointing to orders or pointing to returns? Is that flexibility available here?
Yeah. You have to ask what is the direction you want. Like single return from returns filter order or order returns. So let me do this. I will do apply. Yeah.
Got it.
Give me the direction. So based on your requirement, you can change to like both way filter will take more time to execute. Single way filter are pretty faster to compare to both way. So people tends to use based on the requirement, and normally even PowerBi is set it to single. So if you really need it to both way, it will set to both way. You can set it to both way.
Got it.
We have already downloaded Mapbox. So this because I've already installed Mapbox once, so that's why it's not giving me anything. But whenever you use a Mapbox, what it will ask you, it will ask you to give your default token ID. You have to copy paste this default token ID, and then only you can use the Mapbox. And the location where you have to paste it is. Let me first pull the field here on city state. Yeah, here is now giving you what you need to do. Okay, first thing is saying copy your Mapbox access token to the above link. So you just need to validate whether you have the account in Mapbox or not. So I will go here, go to this setting. It will here I have to paste my access token. What I will do, I will just copy this token. Okay. Once I'm done with the copy paste your token here, then I can add latitude or longitude and color field of this, and then select the map style. So we'll come back to the map style after. Let me just paste it here. Yeah, now it's asking me to give the latitude and longitude. So we'll just pull the latitude here and longitude here. Now it has highlighted all the states and city and states here for us. Okay. So now what we'll do, we have to do color coding and size mapping. For that, what we'll do, we create a measure in our table. The measure would be profit margin, and let me just see what it will go to the final shape. It was simple divide profit by sales. Just copy paste this here. And we are using divide function to make sure we don't have any abrupt value or like infinity and all. So this divide function will take care of that. Margin here. Okay, one thing with profit margin is it could be positive, it could be negative. So, but if we are talking about the size, for size we can't go for a negative profit margin. So what we'll do, we'll create a new measure. And we'll say we'll use the absolute function. What absolute function does it makes all the negative number as a normal positive number. So we'll do absolute profit margin. Okay, so what I'll do, put profit margin in colors and profit margin absolute in size. So it will give us the color and size. This side, we'll switch off the title. So here you have multiple options like geo drop pins, zoom, how much do you want to zoom. The twist setting I've already showed you, it asks your token ID and you can select the map style. So I usually prefer dark map style. But what you can do is if you have the account in Mapbox and what you can do, you can design your own Mapbox studio here. And you can design your own custom maps. Here, design your own custom map style. You can design it, and once you have designed it, based on your token, it will give you the option in here in the dropdown. So if you have any of the custom, you can select on the custom. It will ask for the site URL. Basically, once you create a custom URL for your map, you will have your own custom URL in here. You can copy paste it, and this PowerBi Map will take your custom design. This is one feature that they have, and normally people tend to use this one because let's say they have some color coding that they have to follow. So this map gives them the additional feature of using this. So right now we'll just go to dark, but we have more manifold color. Like we can go to the street view. Then you can decide what will be the radius of circle, minimum, maximum, the color coding. So we'll make it color coding like if it's minimum, or let's do one thing.
Is there any way to show the size by size of circle by profit margin? Or like currently the size of the circle depends on what? I see some of them are small, some are large.
The currently basically its size is based on the absolute margin.
Okay.
So the circles which are bigger are having a more margin compared to circles which are smaller. One more thing I need to do here is profit margin should be in percentage. Make it in percentage. So we'll keep me one decimal place. Okay. And then what we'll do is in the color coding. We'll give the minimum as, let's say, red. Center is somewhat gray. and the maximum as green. Okay, and then you can decide the length of the, let's say minimum is 1. If you just give the number, else it will take it through this part that you have. This is about the color. Let me just check the texting here. You can use this as well. And this is the first map. Then what we'll do is create a normal barge that we
Swap,
filled. Yeah.
before we assign the minimum, it was like minus 274, right? Right after we assigned the minimum to -1, the profit ratio is like went to -100%. So is it filtering the data or what is it
Yeah.
doing there?
Basically, whatever minimum you type there, it will take that much minimum. Anything that after outside that point is not shown in the graph.
Okay, got it.
So if you want to see whole view, you can just click over it again and remove the minimum that you have set. Now it will give you the whole data set.
Got it.
So yeah, once you set those values, anything outside that are outliers, then it doesn't show you the outliers. Basically, you will still see this. If I click minus 270%. Let me just first create the other graph. Let's create a bar graph. Region. Then we'll do the same color coding for this as well. So we'll go to data color, the function, color scale based on color table, and we'll go to profit margin. Let's make diverging. If it's the lowest value, we'll take it as a red color. Middle value will take it as gray, and the highest value will take it as green. Yeah. Okay, we need to add tooltip to this as well. So first, let me just do the resizing of it. And I will turn this whole chart to black. So we'll go to here and page background. Choose color as black and transparency as 0. So it's turn to black, and get all this. What we'll do, I will just go here and get the option background. Just switch it off, so it will take the background of it. Yeah, and what I need to change my text color now. So axis color would be white. Legend as well, you can change it. So we'll remove the titles. Yeah. Same goes for here. If you want to make your text more visible, Not just the purpose. Yeah, okay, we have the title already off. So yeah. So here now we have these two, and because of our relation was from city to order. So if you remember, this whole is built from the table, order table. Sorry, this is coming from order table, and this is also from the order table. Now what I'll do, I will add the filters to it. Tooltip to it. So I want to see what is the city state name, what is the profit margin of that city. Okay, if I hover over anything, okay, let's give me so many times. Let's go to one of the region first. Let's take one state here. So this is so in Abilene, Texas, we have this profit margin, negative 270%. Okay. Now what if I do that? Go to circles, and now if I put margin in. If I go here, it have what the color coding is basically changed now. Okay, sorry. Okay, for that it will show all the points, but the margin, anything above 100% is dark red.
Okay, got it.
Minus 100 dark red. If it's 0, that is central, and maximum is green. Anything above 100% would be green. So we are just setting the color coding. So we are saying that instead of taking minus 270 as the darkest red, take anything above minus 100 as the darkest red.
Understood.
We can do the same thing here as well. So we want to keep the color coding same. So we'll go to here and data color and the same values. This one 0. What happened here? Let's keep it this way. This is now let's say that. Sorry.
I think all are in the range of 7.9 to 14.9. That's why the moment that we set to minus 101, it just turned out to be gray.
Yeah. Okay. That would be possible. Okay. Yeah. 7.9 to 14.9. But if we go deeper, it will show like this is the completely dead. And yeah, profit margin 7.9. And for every city, we have different. Like now, if I want to just do a drill down, so in PowerBi, if you click on this button, and now if I click on central, it will give me all the states in central region with their profit margin. Okay. And now let's say I want to see about this state only. So I will click over it here. It's not showing any point, but it's saving the street view of that city. Oh, sorry, this is my bad. So, nothing here. So instead of city, I just need to focus on state. So what I will do, I will remove city, state, and only keep state. Now, if I click here and enter, it will give me all the states, and let's say if I want to see this result, click over here and then click here. Okay, here now it's showing all the city in this state and what is the profit margin. So any doubt on this? Any questions? Okay, so that's all that I have.